to have access to Elizabeth May, who's the leader of the Federal Green Party, and she's actually the person who's posed this question this evening.
Thank you. The question is, can you reflect on how Cornwall's future could be influenced by the traditions and cultures of the Akwesasne people? In other words, how would you, or would you, seek to plan for the 7th generation?
How I would proceed to plan in the 7th generation? First of all, I would have to work with the people that I already have with me, and then I'd have to look at the culture, I'd have to look at their expertise, I'd have to look at the cost of what it would cost us to do things, and to see what would be better for everyone in general. Knowing that they have a lot to offer, I would have to share their knowledge and grow with some of it, and go with the other culture, and put it all together as one, and see what we can do with the future generation. And for that, I thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. Well, I'd like to begin by restating my pride in the Council's very early on decision after the 2006 election. In our first strategic session together, we identified the priorities, and the top priority for the Council then, continued to be through our mandate, was the environment. And you know, I look back at you know, when you get elected in 2006, as we all did, you always want to make sure that at the end of your term, the city, in this case the city of Cornwall, is better than it was 4 years ago. And the environmental side, I think if you consider the quality of the water in the St. Lawrence River, the work being done by the St. Lawrence River Institute, I think we all recognize today that our river is in a better condition than it has been for a long, long time. The quality of our air. People now tell us that the quality of our air is just as good, if not better, than Algonquin Park. Well, not that long ago, people came to our community and they reflected on the odors and how offensive they were from some of our manufacturing sectors. Well, today, our air is cleaner than it has been for quite some time. We have a great deal to learn. We can learn a great deal from our neighbors and good friends of Akwesasne, from the First Nations community of Akwesasne, in many areas. And probably none other more than on the environment. You know, when you continue to be associated with and to work with the leadership of the community of Akwesasne, you learn very quickly their respect for the environment when they begin by reminding us that the earth is our mother. So I think there's a great deal to learn from them, and it's something that we can all be proud of in our association, our relationship with our neighbors of the First Nations of Akwesasne. And I think that relationship is going to be enhanced as we continue to dialogue on environmental issues also.
I've talked about the beginning of the new session of Council, and that it would involve strategic planning with long-term vision, not just for a year down the road, for years down the road, with input from the entire community. We talk about being proud with respect to having the environment as #1. I know I said it earlier, but I want to repeat because it's worthwhile hearing. The Cornwall Carbon Reduction Initiative came to Council, and our environment was our #1, and we have a $50 million budget, and they wanted $30,000. We did not give them a nickel. We did not give them 5 cents on a $50 million budget. We talked about wanting to get people to move into Cornwall and to grow the local economy and have vision for down the road. We ranked 100 out of 100 cities with respect to a place to do business. We talked about vision. We need long-term vision. The culture at City Hall has to change. Thank you.